Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2 on the Mysterious JG, and it wouldn't be fair for Nioh not to get a couple of videos of me being sniffly, because all my other series pretty much are, except for StarCraft, because I got far enough ahead. And now that I think about it, Dokapon, Kingdom 2, and StarCraft. Not getting JG Has a Cold videos, because I was too far ahead on those series, and I'm now getting over my cold. I'm in that stage, I have a cold, I'm in that stage of the cold where I can't spare you guys the massive throngs who are watching Neo 2 who don't watch everything else on my channel. I can't spare you guys completely. I'm at that point in the cold where I was really sick. Like 2 nights ago, I went to bed with the fever just over 100 degrees. Drank a bunch of Nyquil. Like had the shivers. Like curled up under a heavy comforter because I literally had shivers and actually felt fairly comfortable just getting under something that kept me that warm. But I had that like that sort of fitful, frenetic dreams, like fever dreams, where you're not really dreaming anything coherent. You're just kind of dreaming like it's like watching a montage of like I went to film school, so maybe not everyone knows. Speaking of like those like student exercise on montage or just cutting together lots of like images and colors and shit. Uh, like just really rapidly cutting with no rhyme or reason to show that you can like be artsy with montage. That's kind of what I felt like. So that was a couple of nights ago. Now I feel a lot better. No achiness, but like all the congestion that builds up in you over days of having a cold or the flu has to sort of gradually work its way out, and I'm at that stage. So apologies for any sniffling or coughing that may occur. See, there's these little symbols on the map I don't think I noticed before. They look like little, like they look like it's like a Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World map, and like here's a level, and if we move along the road, here's another one, and here's another one, and now we've got a branching path to go here or here. Anyway, yeah, so we're in the DLC, Darkness in the Capital. There is a lady who we have come across who is chasing after a mysterious evil wizard guy. I looked up this lady, and in fact, they just took a Japanese historical figure and made it, who was male and made him female, which is not at all uncommon in Japanese pop culture. Although they tend to do that, like you'll have an entire anime about the Sengoku Jedi, where all of the famous samurai are guys. I mean, are girls. And I'm not saying that I'm into that or not into that. I've never watched one of those. But that's different from just taking individual people from history and changing their gender so you can have some ladies. That being said, that's what the game's doing. So let's march on to the Buddha's Palm. So here is Minamoto no Yorimitsu, who I guess is a real samurai from history who was not a lady. Therefore, she gets this voice. One of my companions. Sorry. It's an easier voice for me, too. One of my companions, Yusi no Sadamitsu, is a man of faith. After hearing that yokai had appeared in the temple housing the great Buddha statue, he headed there on the double. However, faith alone is not enough. It seems he is in need of some extra manpower. I imagine this would prove little trouble for you, so lend him a hand, would you? The most interesting part to me about this DLC so far, other than them adding a female character, which I kind of sounded like I was down on that concept. I don't really mind action games like this giving us some female characters, particularly because in this, like by the standards, particularly of Team Ninja, if you compare the females in this game to the, like the characters from the frickin' Ninja Gaiden, the quote modern Ninja Gaiden series, that gave us characters like Ayane and Richelieu. Yeah, these female characters are, oh, they're going to make them at an age where they're going to have a youthful, attractive face, but they're not wearing like biker shorts and thigh-high boots. So I'm kind of okay with them having some female characters. But it'd be nice if they took like Otsune was her name, maybe? I can never remember the name of the female from the original Nioh, who I guess it's kind of heavily implied she ends up marrying William and bearing his child. But yeah, she's based very loosely on an actual historical character. She's supposed to be the daughter of Ieyasu, who had female children, so that's all well and good. But this is just plain old taking a guy and making him a girl. But what interests me most, I was starting to say about this DLC, is that it's set far enough in the past. We've got that weird. We had a shocking surprise reveal. The person who teaches you. Oh, I'm blanking on what do they call the magic in this game? Onmyo. The Onmyo mage teacher guy from the original Nioh turns out in a shocking swerve to be a not dead Mitsuhide Akechi. So in this game, so in Nioh 2, where Mitsuhide is still alive, they have a different guy who's kind of the Onmyo master, and apparently they are from way back in the past because now we're meeting them as a you know, an actual person in the time period they came from. So what the mystical deal with our Onmyo mage teacher will be, and how he came to be hanging around the same age as he is now in the time that our Nioh 2 protagonist comes from. I'll be curious to see how that plays out, but I have a feeling it's going to involve a lot of gameplay to get there, and the answers are not going to be all that great. But still, we'll see. Let's do the Buddha's Palm. After confirming there are no Kadama to be discovered here. Hold on, are there Kadama to be discovered here? Yes, there's 6 Kadama to be discovered here. That's why those little hats are there. Because here, we'll have 8 hats. Here, we won't show any hats. That's how it works. So these 8 hats that are here, there's 2 Kadama. So these hats that are uncovered. Oh, and by the way, Abe no Saime is the guy. Yeah, there's 6 Kadama to be discovered, so let's discover them. The enormous great Buddha statue at Todaiji Temple in Yamato Province was made in the hopes of being granted Buddha's mercy. Amidst the regular earthquakes, pestilence, and famine that drove society to ruin, the Buddha, with an expression so full of tranquility, offered salvation to the people from their grief and suffering. The temple once flourished due to the many donations it received from visitors, but when the capital was moved to Heian-kyo, the number of visitors began to dwindle, and the temple became home to yokai. The temple was lost to the fire on multiple occasions during times of war, and was once set ablaze by the warlord Matsunaga Hide. Okay, well, we know who that is. And if you've forgotten, he's the guy in the goofy spider-themed armor from the main story of Nioh 2. I was in Japan as a tourist. It's been over 10 years now, Jesus. I was actually a, quote, established, end quote, let's player by the time this trip took place, which just reminds me how long I've been doing this freaking hobby, where I'm getting like a dozen views of video for this series. But yeah, I've actually been to Japan, and I have a terrible memory. And I never really got the names of. So I saw lots of cool stuff where I couldn't tell you where it actually was. Like, there's a very famous place where they have those. Oh man, I can't even remember the name. You have like torii gates. There's an enormous torii gate, very famous, where at high tide the torii gate is almost completely covered, and it's just out in the water. At low tide, obviously, it reaches all the way down to the ground, but at high tide, the torii gate is rising above the water, but the base of the pillars is underwater. I visited that. There's this like great temple complex with like paths made up of like hundreds of torii gates that form like a tunnel of torii gates and all sorts of really cool stuff. But I don't remember the names of any of the sites because I'm an ignorant, gaijin. But there's a famous Buddha statue that I did visit while I was there, which this may in fact be meant to be that statue. Oh, looks like we're going to have a friend on this. I like the missions where we have a little friend to help us. I don't recognize this little friend, but he's got neat looking gear on his back, whoever he is.
Well met, my friend. I am Usui Sadamitsu.
Cool.
I hesitate to trouble you, but I could certainly use the aid of a warrior of your standing.
I'm standing right here.
This temple was built to honor the gods so they would bring us peace.
Sounds
but
neat.
now demons roam the sacred grounds, defiling them with their presence.
You dare to steal in my
Lady
presence.
Raiko has told me of your prowess. Will you go in my place and eliminate the fiends?
Oh man, you're going to send us? I thought you were going to accompany us.
Lady Raiko.
Fine. We don't really get to deny him. You say, we will eliminate the fiends, but we're doing it for us. Not doing it for you, weirdo. I wonder if this is actually a new zone or if it is a recycled map. Because it could be, like, this map layout, oh, you've got obstruction to the right, a path off to the left, a gate here. This looks familiar, but... So it could be the same map layout, but they've changed, like, it's like a... I don't know why they'd go to the trouble, though. Because, like, back in the day, you could have the same map layout and do, like, different... Oh, we changed the palette, so the walls look different and have different enemy encounters, but it's the same map. In this game, it feels like you're doing all the work over again, so this is probably a completely new dungeon, and I'm just being silly. It's a DLC. I would expect new dungeons, but it's an optional mission in a DLC, so it could be some recycling in the DLC would be acceptable as long as the main missions are new. So we're gonna kill you because we're assuming you don't have the right to be here. And I'm basing this entirely on my Salton Ladar depicting you in red. That really looks like it's a breakable wall, but it's not. Which is part of the part of what makes those walls so neat. Those paper walls that they use is that they really can look. It really does play tricks on your senses when you see something. It looks like paper, and you're being all careful, and you find, oh no, that's solid wall. All right, well, so far it looks like actual people and not yokai, but that's going to change because we've got either one-time only non-recurring yokai ahead or an actual dark realm, whatever. Should have anticipated he might do a range attack. Actually, I'm not that mad at myself. Unless you're really paying attention to the fact that he has a... Okay, well, he dropped an elixir, so it's a free heal anyway. But, yeah, he was carrying a torch, and he threw it at me as soon as he spotted me, which is a reaction these enemies have. I could have anticipated, but it's kind of a dumb reaction. And why would I have been looking on the lookout for torches when this level is set in the middle of the day? I guess I got myself spotted. Trying not to be too greedy about my attacks here, and it's working out so okay so far. I have a tendency to go, I was having a lot of fun early in the LP with a split staff, but I think the Kusarigama is my jam. 100 plus videos ago, when I was halfway through the original Nioh Let's Play and was still occasionally getting feedback in the comments, somebody did point out it's a bit of a glass cannon build, but I knew you were there. But yeah, I like it. But I usually will start a session. I'm doing a little quick session just to get 2 videos in, so I don't fall behind, and then come back to it when I'm not suffering from the after effects of a cold. But I usually am all about this, and I'm usually like near the end of the first video of a session before I remember, oh yeah, this is almost always far safer, and should be by default opener in any combat, and I can start doing the spaz attacks as appropriate, not just assuming they will always work. The enemies tend to get really bad at blocking those. You almost always have time. It's a very safe move. You almost always have time to start blocking again, because if they block, they get held back a bit, and if they don't block, well, you've hit them. And the AI seems to underestimate the range. And honestly, when you're fighting against a Kusarigama wielder, the range can be a little deceptive. It's a big boy. Guy's a tall drink of water. You gonna turn around or not? I really hope I get a sneak attack, because otherwise that felt like I wasted a long time trying to get it. Alright. So, need to remember to keep an eye out for things like hidden walls that are actually yokai, blah blah blah, but basically I've got one path to follow, and I've been following it, and it's taken me this way, and I think we're about to switch from human enemies to yokai. Oh, wow, okay. Kind of got a lot of stuff, didn't really get off to a good start here as far as not having everybody on me at once, did I? Okay, now I've got everybody after me. And I should, okay. I should have had some buffs going before I hopped down into all that. And as you can see, I got away from where it was yokai and into an area where it was human enemies, and they all decided to work together to destroy me. So I'm glad I was able to bring them together in unity. Can I conclude there's really nothing going on over here besides one guy and a wall we can't get through? Yeah. Okay. So I can probably sprint past some of these fellows. And that takes me to where I was when I got in trouble. So I'll try to get you first. Okay, that's one enemy eliminated. Now they're both going for super attacks at the same time. That seems unfair. Okay. Not getting much of a chance to get my, Oh, great. Of course you're turning into a Cyclops because I didn't notice what you were. I really am not going to be given an opportunity to kill this guy, these side issue enemies off, am I? Is the issue that I need to be doing something with that, I thought for a minute maybe I needed to, Oh, fudge! I just can't figure out where to get a little just rest for a second. I'm trying to get some kind of scenario where I've isolated some enemies. But I definitely need to get rid of you because you just keep following me wherever I try to go. Now who's after me? Oh, another guy showed up, and I thought I might have finally got to where this guy was going to face me one-on-one for a bit. But Farty, the clown, showed up. You jerk! Okay, so he disappeared. I'm hoping the damage is still done to him. It was. Okay, I need to get rid of this guy now, because he's the main threat here. He's the one who's causing all the chaos. But now I'm not focused on him anymore. I think I wasted a transform there, and it didn't even get to go off. You are who I'm trying to focus on. Why in the world would they think I'd be focused on the Gaki? Because I tried to do a damn yokai transform, and it did the animation, and then I instantly got knocked out of it. So I just wasted all the Amrita and didn't get to do it. Which is, you know, annoying. Well, and I didn't get my soul core back, so that kind of sucks. Let's oh, I can't get... I was trying to get my meter back. I can't do that now. I can't do that because I don't have my spirit core. I wanted to make sure that I was the best possible chance to regain my spirit core, but that's going to have to wait till I've actually got it back. I wanted to be able to transform into yokai form if necessary to avoid dying while getting my spirit core back, but now I have to actually get my spirit core back. Where the hell is it? It's over here? No, it's not. Alright, there's a problem now, because I didn't find where my spirit core went. It went over here. How the hell do I get to it? It's over here. Okay. I almost don't care what happens now. I just want to, now that I got my spirit core back, see if I can recover this. What the hell are you guys doing over here? Like, seriously, there's just like two ninjas in the corner of Monsterland. Oh, whatever. Just let me die at this point, Jesus. Oh, that was an interesting way to kill me. Alright, if I get my spirit back, I guess I'll call this a wash. I was beaten to death by Tsuchigumo clan member. It's like the Black Spider Ninja clan from Ninja Gaiden. Game I mentioned earlier because of its ridiculous women. Okay, well, I guess I just don't get to have soul core recovery work, even though I've got stuff equipped where it's at like 80%. I guess that's just not going to be a thing anymore. They've decided it made the game too easy. So it's been disabled, but only for me. At least I know where I was when I died this time. You know, fuck you guys. Seriously. I need to be able to actually get off an attack once in a blue moon. Okay, I burned to death. I'm just gonna die 100 times in this video. Can I get the damn soul core back, though? Alright, it's not a soul core, it's, you know what I mean? How close am I to even leveling up? 266... Okay, 267 now out of 319. Yeah, so it definitely would not have been a minor loss to lose all that. But what I really need to do now is try to skip these first couple of guys because they're just going to be a waste of time. Because they won't follow me here. And try to get all the way over here. Because you guys won't follow me. Okay. Having two of them makes a huge difference as to how big of a pain in the ass they are. Okay. With them out of the way, I've got a little corner of the world where I can go to and not be under the effects of, like, ki gradually disappearing, etc., etc. And I can try to lure some enemies over here. Like you. I don't want to be dealing with you while I'm trying to deal with everything else. So let's get you and fight you alone. Ow. Ow. Okay, I messed up there. Okay. And that's baby steps here. I think at this point I've got to commit whatever resources it takes to clear this dark realm. I got to clear it because I've died here a bunch of times. And if all I do is clear it and then have to go right back to that starting save, so be it. Alright. Now, all signs indicate that check our Soliton radar. Over here somewhere is... Okay, we don't really want to be detected by him. What I would like to do is find that... Here he is. Actually, I wasn't even thinking about you. I was thinking about the little baby Cyclops. Getting rid of you will also be a positive. I can get my stuff reapplied. Let's see if we can clear this yokai realm before we call it a video. This is the guy who's making this a dark realm, I believe. So we got to be taking him out, and that'll make the difference, right? Got a new Kusarigama. I'm not sure if I was right about him making it a dark realm, but we got a shinobi robe out of it. Did that make it stop being a dark realm? Maybe it did. Yeah, it did. Okay. Which means everybody who's left will be in that whole we are out of key, the very first time you attack us, we'll do our get our key back move. But you only got to fight us. You only got to get rid of us once, and we're gone forever. So I'm down with that. Okay, now does that go for the little, because there was one of those little mini little Cyclops babies. Jim Henson's Cyclops babies guys were around here. And where he hits you a certain number of times, he turns into a full-size Cyclops. If I can find him lurking around, finish him off, he should be out of key as well. Oh, he's not. I guess he doesn't count as being part of the Dark Realm, which means he'll continue to come around. But it's still a good idea to get rid of him. We got one-eyed imp clogs. Okay. Alright, well, there you go. It is what it is, and that's all what it is. So I'm going to call that video a close fought and made me work for it victory, because we did make progress. I haven't gone back and hit the shrine yet, but we did manage to clear a Dark Realm. When we come back next time, we will continue working on this level to try to get these yokai away from the Buddha statue so that JG and Bobo can visit it in many years, if that is the same Buddha statue. See you guys next time.